What's up, guys? Jeff Mills here. We are live on the PowerLead system with our special interview series. Today, we've got a very special guest that I'm going to introduce to you guys in just a few moments. As we get the video started, we want to encourage everybody that's in the PowerLead system group. Go into the bottom of this video, tag your friends, put their names in the comment box, use the @ symbol, tag them. If they're members of the PowerLead system, maybe they're brand new, maybe they're just getting started, or maybe they're friends of yours that you want them to pay attention to this video, because we're going to share in this video some insider secrets and tips and information that's going to help you guys understand how Amanda Ray was able to do over $90,000 using the PowerLead system to sell PowerLead system memberships. So we're going to go through the details of her story in just a few minutes and have her come on and share her story with you guys. And we want to make the big reveal in just a few seconds here. So as we're getting this presentation started, please help us by making sure you are tagging people in the comment box down below, and you're encouraging people to come into the group right now and watch this video live as it happens. We got a lot of really important things to share with you guys. So without further ado, Amanda, I'm going to bring you on. This is Amanda Ray. Amanda, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, just whatever kind of background to yourself you want to share with people.
Yeah, so my name is Amanda, and I started my online journey back in 2015. And I struggled 2015, most of 2016. I was in a lot of gifting programs, a lot of rev shares back then. And I totally, I didn't do well at all. I didn't hardly make any money, and I was just looking and pulling at anything to work. That went on for about 1.5 years. And I then decided that I needed to do something else, and I needed to focus on one thing at a time and really start learning about traffic generation. So the more that I looked into traffic generation, I started to see a lot of information about the PowerLead system. And I was impressed. And what I loved about it is that I didn't have to learn how to build a funnel right away. I was able to just plug in a share code and actually get started. So I just was looking for simplicity because I wanted to just start earning, okay? Not only that, the person that brought me into the PowerLead system had already been doing it for a couple of years, and he was working from home. So, you know, he basically took me by the hand step by step, told me what to do, and I just stayed consistent.
So what were you doing when the PowerLead system bumped into you? How did you find it? Like, what was it? An email came across as an email? Was it a post on Facebook? What grabbed your attention about it that kind of sucked you in?
Yeah, it was actually a YouTube video. It was a YouTube video. And then what I started to do was I would just plug in PowerLead system. And then I was just educating myself about the PowerLead system. And then once I joined, I got onto one of the trainings with Franco Gonzalez that we have every week. I got on a couple of the trainings, and I was just like blown away by how simple it was, in that everything that I needed was right in the back office for me to start generating a full-time income.
So was it difficult for you to plug in immediately? Like, were you technically challenged? Did you just follow the step-by-steps as they were laid out in the new member training emails? I mean, how was the process for you from transitioning from this is pretty cool, I'm really interested in what this is, to now I know what I'm supposed to do and I'm just going to start doing this?
Okay, so I left this part out, but in 2015, I joined the PowerLead system. I only had it for a couple of months, and then I didn't do anything with it because I didn't know what to do with it. I was like totally lost. So I looked at it again in 2016, the end of 2016, and I was like, you know what, this is probably not that hard. But what happened was, once I watched the trainings in the back office, I was up and running in like 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And once I plugged the share codes in, I'm like, I'm going to just drive traffic to this. So I tested a few traffic sources. Some were really good, some were no good. And the what I did wrong was I was basing traffic off of pricing. So I thought that the more I paid, the better the traffic was. But then as I kept testing certain traffic sources, I realized that that really didn't matter, that I really need to just track what I was doing. And that's what I started doing. I started tracking my results, tracking my opt-ins, how many signups I got for so many opt-ins. And then I even though there were weeks when I didn't do that well, I never stopped.
So what would you say the PowerLead system has done for your family, because you plugged into it and you learned about internet marketing, building funnels, driving traffic? What has that done for your income and your family now, months and years later?
Well, it's so funny, Jeff, because when I first started earning, I thought I was lucky. I thought I was just getting lucky. Like, I didn't really believe that it was going to last. I just felt lucky for the moment. And even though it was like month after month after month, it took me about 8 months to realize that, you know what, I could really leave my job and do this full time. Once I had the confidence, just because I was consistent, and the more consistent I was, I kept seeing more results. It changed my life. I'm like, I work from home. I'm in my office right now. And all I do is I plug the information in, I run traffic, I speak about my results, I share my results, and that inspires people, because mainly people want to make money online, but they also want to be inspired and know other people are doing it. And then they just want to know how to do it. So I think that when people get plugged into the trainings that we have weekly, it makes it so much easier to understand what it is that you need to do. And I think that's where a lot of people are failing. They get started, but they're really not following any type of training in order to realize that they need to stay consistent, how important mindset is, how to run traffic. And we have all of that right in the PowerLead system. So what I did for a little bit is I really stopped focusing on making the money, and I just focused on the training that I needed in order to make the money.
So I'm going to throw up a screenshot here. So I'm going to put this up in the broadcast. When you see these stats, it might be kind of small for people to see. These are your stats you sent me. 2017, you made $9,200. 2018, you made basically $70,000. And then in 2019, you made almost $10,000. And that's still this year, 5 months into it. How does that make you feel when you see these numbers and you just look back at that, and like, what kind of reaction do you get to that?
Exciting, but it's just also, when I look at each year, what it really brings me back to is my journey. You know, I really could see the journey that I was on. I remember exactly like when I started in 2017, you know, and how I was nervous but excited at the same time. I couldn't believe it was actually happening. And then I was more like in 2018, I was more of just convinced. You know, I was just convinced. And then, you know, 2019 kind of slowed down a little bit for me because I was you know, promoting, you know, my own product. But at the same time, we all still needed a funnel. So everything kind of went right back to the PowerLead system, because you can have unlimited funnels. So it's like a win-win situation whenever you apply the PowerLead system to whatever it is that you're doing.
So would it be safe to say that when you came in, you learned, you got the knowledge, and over time, as you started seeing success in the PowerLead system, you applied that knowledge to your other businesses. You started taking the knowledge you learned from how to promote your PowerLead system links and things you're doing there to open the doors for other programs and other opportunities you got involved with?
That is correct.
That's awesome. So what I wanted to do is just kind of ask you a quick question about how would you explain, someone comes to you for the very first time and they say, Amanda, what is the PowerLead system? What would your answer be? What would your long, short answer be of what is the PowerLead system?
I always tell people the PowerLead system is a traffic generation magnet. That's my one thing in a nutshell. If you want to drive traffic, if you want to learn traffic, if you want to know what's the best traffic, you will find that with the PowerLead system.
And where is that found? Like, where do people get that kind of knowledge inside the PowerLead system? Where do they go? What tabs do they go to? Where do they find some of these great training areas where they can get this knowledge from?
So in your back office, if you just click on training, there's different modules there under the training tab.
So I'm going to go into my account right here, and we're going to go into the back office.
Yep.
Under here, training, you're going to see all the different programs that you can be a member of. If you've bought all the programs, which I recommend, if you haven't bought all the programs, what are you doing? Go all in. You'll see all the programs here. So there's a spot called training area. There's the Social Profit Academy course, which is the course I created. There's the free ad secrets course, which is an upgrade. Just like the Social Profit Academy, that's an upgrade. Endless free leads, I believe that's free, isn't it? I don't think people have to pay for that. I think
that comes with the $53 a month.
Oh, that comes with your membership, right? Yeah,
yep.
And that's a great course, and it's always getting updated.
And actually, that's where I started.
Oh, really? On the free lead program?
And that's what I use the most till this day.
That's fantastic.
And then, you know, what's so funny too, because I think a lot of people don't read the roadmap to riches, and that is what really inspired me the most to get started and not give up. Just reading that and the information that was in here, I was like blown away about some of the things that was touched on, the reality of online marketing and online space. Really, it gives you the numbers of what to expect based off of how much traffic you're running. It lets you really know of where you can be a year from now if you stay consistent. So it's so funny because when I got into the training, I skipped that part. And then one night I was just laying in bed and I went back to it and I started reading it, and I was just really like sinking in all of that information. And it really helps you with the mindset part of the PowerLead system and the expectations.
Yeah, I think that's so important. I'm so glad you mentioned that, because the roadmap to riches, people might look at that and go, oh, I don't need to read that. But, you know, we all need different types of training. Some people are into the tactical, give me the nuts and bolts, show me the websites to go to, show me what to do here, 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 here. But sometimes if you don't check your head and your heart and you really put yourself together correctly as a business person, you can miss out on doing the things that successful people do every single day to get the results that they keep consistently getting. So these are fabulous resources back here. So we're going to go back into the site here, and you found inside the Power VIP Club, if you click on that, you can create a username and password. It's a free website, free membership that we give all to our people. What exactly is the Power VIP Club? What does that do for people?
Well, in the Power VIP Club, that's where you have the different share codes that you can plug in to create different funnels. So there's different capture pages back there, sales pages, not only for the PowerLead system, but for also other business opportunities that you may be involved in. So if you're looking to promote something else, or you may be already involved in something else, you can go back there and actually see the different sales page and funnels that are created for you. Okay, so you can always switch up. We don't really like using the same capture page all the time. Sometimes you might want to try new capture pages. All of that information is right there under the Power VIP Club for people to go in and just plug that information in.
Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show people your special page. So everyone who would love to see Amanda's page that converted 40% opt-ins, type me in the comments of this video. So right now, if you're watching it live, go to the comment box down below and type me. And once we get like 50 people saying me, then I'm going to reveal to you guys her amazingly simple one headline squeeze page that she used that had a 40% opt-in rate that was able to bring people into her funnel and then let the system do what it does. The autoresponders were kicking in, sending the emails, the messages were doing their work, the videos were sharing the idea of what the PowerLead system could do for people, and she just let the system do what the system does until people either made a question to her about how to get started, or they joined. And we'll talk about what she did in those situations. So say me in the comment box here. Let's get a lot of people doing that. Let's get a few more people here saying me. Come on, you guys. Let's get active. Let's get active. We want to get people engaging and dialoguing here inside. Okay, so without further ado, here we go. So this page is the page you actually found inside the Power VIP Club. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so it says, don't hide the truth. You can achieve your dreams. Here's the key. Now, this is what I call, what was the word I used? Blind. This is what's called blind copy. There's no mention of a business opportunity here. No mention of how to make money. There's no mention of building funnels. It's really like, I don't know what the word is. It's just blind. It's like totally blind. People are going to either be like really curious and wondering what's behind this, or they're going to be like, I don't care about that because it doesn't reveal to me. So you say this page got 40% opt-in?
Yes.
Okay, so when people come here, they click on this button here that says get the key. A little pop-up comes up. I'm going to opt in. There's no CAPTCHA. How do we bypass the CAPTCHA?
Well, I'm able to take it off depending on where I'm running traffic to.
Okay.
So you can leave it on, or they give you the option to take it off. So since I run this to mainly the same person, because I purchase the same traffic over and over again, I'm confident that I'm getting real people. So I don't have that on.
That's great. That's great. So here you go. And then it goes to a sales letter, explains this program as well as the free the accelerated leverage program. Some of this needs to get updated because the new compensation plan probably want to put the new videos in there.
Yeah, I have to do that, and I gave you the share code that we're using. It does have the new information on there.
Okay, so all the new stuff's in there. Okay, fantastic. So nice page. Everything you see here on this page, you guys, this was all built within the PowerLead system. The PowerLead system gives you the tools to make really pretty, beautiful websites and sales letters and video hosted websites and pages where you can put your content on there and put headlines and graphics and images, everything you need. It's really simple, really easy. It doesn't take a HTML genius to figure it out. Mm-hmm. Were you, Amanda, an HTML genius when you started doing all this stuff?
No. I just put the share code in, and I ran with one share code literally for about 8 months.
So you had to, look at different traffic resources, mm-hmm. and you ended up kind of landing on what, solo ads? That's kind of the way it worked for you?
Yep, I started with solo ads, and then I started with free traffic as well. So solo ads was like my number one go-to. Then I started using Facebook, my personal profile, and I also started using YouTube. But my main go-to first to start building that momentum was from solo ad traffic. So I was purchasing the traffic every week, and then out of every 100 clicks, I was getting 2 to 3 signups. Now, I wasn't really looking
at— Say that again. What was the ratio? What was the number there?
Okay, out of every 100 clicks, opt-ins, 100 opt-ins, I was getting 2 to 3 gold members.
Okay.
So my whole thing is if I can get at least 3 to 4 people to upgrade, I made my money back plus a profit. And that's what I really focused on. So what I think most people focus on is the people that may cancel before their 7-day trial. I didn't care about those people, because if I had, let's just say I had 7 to 10 people come in, and out of those 7 to 10, I only had 5 that would stick past the 7-day trial. I was working on getting 2 to 3 of those 5 to upgrade so that I can keep pumping traffic, and I've made my money back, or I at least broke even, but I also I was building my list. So mainly from the PowerLead system, I had about 10,000 emails on my list just from running cold traffic through the PowerLead system.
So once you had those 3 to 5, 3 to 7 new members join you, you told me earlier that you had a little bit of a reach out strategy to connect personally with these people to welcome them. Tell us about your reach out strategy and what you do to your new subscribers, your new members, to keep them plugged in so they don't just leave after their first month. Because I think everyone should be doing this.
Yes. So I would send them a welcome email that just let them know I was a real person. I was here to help them. And what I love about it is the welcome email, all I had to do was switch out the name, right? Because you're just switching out the name and you're sending it to the email address. But it basically just tells them a little bit about me and how they can reach out to me to get started. And then I also had a Facebook group I can plug people into where they can get more information. But even before the Facebook group, I just had the welcome letter that really reached out to them and helped them to actually set up their funnel and start running traffic, whether it was paid traffic or free traffic. And I think that's important, because if they don't have a share code or know how to use the system, they most likely will not last past this first 7 days.
Yeah. Yeah. The attrition rate is very high when people don't have a sponsor that helps them get in, get started, plug in. And how would you help people ascend up the ladder of the products? Would you encourage them to go all in? Would you encourage them to watch these trainings and then upgrade to the higher packages? Like how did you do that?
I would just refer them to watching the trainings that we have, because Franco touches on that. He touches on how it's important to be all in. He touches on traffic and things of that nature. And then I always would tell people to read the roadmap to riches, because that is the one thing that kept me in the game. That's really important, and then if they just keep running traffic, you'll see a breakthrough. It doesn't happen right away. If it was that simple, we wouldn't have people working at Walmart, right? So you have to just basically stay plugged in until you start to build that momentum, and then it just take on a mind of its own once it starts.
Okay. So my question for you next is, how have you seen the duplication in your team? Have you seen some people begin to take off, some of that residual income now start to impact you from the work of other people on your team?
Absolutely. Yes. If people really focus on a strategy and they are consistent, they start to see results as well. So I just basically tell people, don't reinvent the wheel. Don't do anything different. Do exactly what I'm doing, whether it's using Facebook, YouTube, or just cold traffic. It's just really important that people do the follow-up. The follow-up is the most important part.
Okay.
So that's where most people get lazy, but that's the most important part of the whole process.
Okay. So anything else I should be asking you that you wanted to share, or before I get to the lightning round, which is the spontaneous questions, anything you wanted to share or highlight that I didn't ask you that you think other people should know about?
Yes, that basically that earning online, right, to earn a full-time income is really not about it being hard, and it's not about it being easy. It's just about being consistent. And once I had that planted in my head and I really stuck with just the consistency part, that's when I started to see the results I was looking for. So again, it's not hard and it's not easy. It's just about doing something consistently within your business day in and day out. And that's how you start to build momentum and see the results you're looking for.
Well, and the benefit too of what happens with the PowerLead system is, as you guys follow her plan of action, the monthly residual begins to grow, because as members stick in the PowerLead system, you're getting these $20 commissions sent to you every month as they stay in the platform. You get 100 people on the platform, now you're easily making $2,000 a month, and it just continues to come in every single month, whether you work or not. The efforts you spent at the beginning pay off down the road when you have several hundred members in your platform underneath you. You're getting nice 4-figure checks coming your way every single month. Every Wednesday, that email drops, and Michael reports to everybody, hey, you guys, you just got paid today. Michael's not missed a day paying all of our members. So a great thing about our platform, you guys, is it's consistently paying members every single Wednesday, which is fantastic. We love that. Thank you, Michael, for doing a great job.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was great advice about just being consistent as well. So, okay, are you ready for the lightning round?
Yes.
Okay, the last movie you saw at the movie theater.
The last movie, Bumblebee.
Bumblebee, like the one with The Transformer?
Yes.
Oh, that's a great movie. If you could go anywhere in the world that you haven't traveled to yet, where would you go?
I want to go to Egypt.
Oh, see the pyramids?
Yes.
Okay, what's your superpower?
I'm a super mom.
Being a mom is great. And what's your kryptonite?
Martinis.
Martini, like apple martinis, any specific flavor?
Yep, apple martinis.
Okay, awesome. Now, if you were any animal in the world, which animal would you be and why?
I would like to be a puppy.
A puppy. How come?
I think everybody loves puppies. I want
Awesome.
to be a puppy, and I want to be with a good family.
Yeah. Okay, are you Apple or Android?
Apple.
If you could go to one restaurant right now and stuff your face with food, where would that restaurant be? What restaurant is it?
Delmonico's.
What is that place?
It's an Italian steakhouse.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Mm-hmm.
If you can meet somebody famous that you've never met before, who would that be?
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey. And is the glass half empty or half full?
Neither.
Neither. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite word? Do you have a favorite word?
Not really, no.
What about if you could join the circus, what character in the circus would you be?
A giraffe.
A giraffe. Why would you be a giraffe?
Because they can see everything. I'm a visual person, and I love greenery.
Okay.
I love trees and plants and things like that. I love nature stuff. So that would be great to be able to see that.
If you won the lottery, or let's say the PowerLead system started paying you $100,000 every single month, what would you do with this new windfall of money?
Purchase some real estate.
Oh, buy some real estate. Keep the business going.
Yes.
And if you had your own personal boat, what would the name be on the back of the boat?
The name. I don't know. That's a hard one.
Yeah, you have to think about that one for a while because
yeah.
Okay, I'll make a real easy last question for you. Which color M&M are you?
Green.
Oh yeah, green. Why green?
She's cute, and I love the color green.
Okay.
The green M&M, the lady, she's cute. So that's me, and I love the color green. That's like my favorite color.
That's awesome. You guys, that's it. That's the interview wrapped up here today. It was short and sweet and packed with lots of information.
Yes.
Thank Amanda for jumping on here and sharing some of her success secrets with you guys. And as you heard her say, it's about consistency, plugging in, being consistent, doing the work consistently, going into the training area, watching those trainings, going into the members area, reading the documents back there, spending time in the videos, watching those videos, and then taking action. You guys, taking action is great. Knowledge is great, but knowledge without applied action to it is just knowledge. You're never going to make any money in anything you do if you just have a lot of knowledge about something. So it's applied knowledge that actually takes you to the next level. It's the thing that will make you stand out and make a difference, and make a difference in your bank account when you actually take action on the information you've learned. So hopefully today you can find actionable items from this interview that you can apply to your business, to your life, and you can start having more success using the PowerLead system. Make sure you share this video inside this group. Make sure you tag somebody down in the comments below so they can watch it. Amanda, I'm going to throw it back over to you to have any last minute thoughts or comments as we wrap it up.
Yeah, just remember that, there's a lot of people that are making a ton of money. They did not go to school for this. I didn't. I've learned everything that I know online, just following some basic steps. You don't need to learn everything just to get started and start earning money. I don't use Instagram. I don't use LinkedIn. I don't use all of these platforms that are all over the place, all these social media platforms. All you need to do is just take a couple of different traffic methods and stay consistent. You don't need to learn everything. You don't need to know everything. As you become more familiar with online strategies, everything will come together in time. So just get started. That's all it takes, is just getting started and staying consistent.
Awesome. That's great advice, everybody. Let's give Amanda a round of applause. You did a great job. Thanks for jumping on here and sharing your story, everybody.
Yes.
Thanks for jumping in and listening today, and wish everybody all the success. Take action, and we'll see you at the next Success Series interview. Bye, everybody.